Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're totally demystifying the AI revolution. We're going to give you an actionable, no-nonsense playbook to build a highly profitable one-person empire literally from scratch. We're cutting straight through all the hype and zooming in exclusively on the strategies and tools that are actually working right now in 2026.
To get there, we've got a really structured roadmap. We'll start with essential AI business tools, rank the top AI website builders, look at automating customer support, dive into the AI content engine, and finally, wrap up with some insanely profitable AI business models.
All right, Section 1, Essential AI Business Tools. Let's build a 2026 foundation. Seriously, ask yourself, how many times do you find yourself jumping between a million spreadsheets, just thinking, there has to be a better way? Because let's be real, if you're still doing manual data entry, bouncing between 30 different browser tabs, and trying to manage scattered notes by hand, you aren't just bleeding valuable time, you're literally testing your own sanity. That's time you could be spending actually scaling your income. Remember, the golden rule of a one-person empire is that your time is your absolute most precious asset.
So your new everyday toolkit requires specialization. You can't just rely on one single AI for everything anymore. It's kind of like a giant puzzle. You want to use Claude for the heavy lifting, things like logical reasoning, parsing massive documents, or debugging code. Then ChatGPT Team is your absolute go-to for rapid content creation. Meanwhile, Notion AI steps in to transform all those scattered notes into beautifully organized project plans. And Fireflies.ai, it literally sits on your calls, transcribes everything, and extracts actionable tasks without you lifting a single finger. Pretty incredible, right?
Okay, moving right along to Section 2, AI Website Builders Ranked. Welcome to the era of prompt-to-site generation.
Right now, there are 5 major players in the AI website building space, and it's all about picking exactly what fits your vibe. If you want a massive app market and total drag-and-drop freedom, Wix is absolutely your best bet. If you're looking for gorgeous professional design right out of the gate, Squarespace handles that flawlessly. Shopify, well, that sits in its own category for heavy-duty e-commerce. But what if you're bootstrapping? Hostinger offers some fantastic bundled value. Or you could check out Ionos, which is the ultimate budget option. We're talking starting around just $1 a month.
Next up, Section 3, Automating Customer Support. Let's talk about providing 24/7 AI customer care.
10 minutes. Yeah, you heard that right. That is exactly how fast you can build a fully functional 24/7 AI support agent. And you can do it using a completely free, no-code automation tool called N8N. You absolutely do not need a massive team or a computer science degree to run an enterprise-grade support desk anymore.
So here's the exact 3-step architecture. It's super simple. First, a webhook trigger acts as the eyes and ears. It basically wakes up the second a customer sends a message. Second, that message gets routed to the AI agent node. Think of this as the brain. You give this node a system prompt so it totally understands your specific brand voice and rules. Finally, the Gmail node acts as the hands, drafting and sending the reply. By just linking these 3 nodes, your AI can read a complaint, cross-reference your company's refund policy, and fire off a perfectly branded, super helpful email, all while you're fast asleep.
All right, Section 4, the AI content engine. This is all about how to scale your expertise infinitely. Now there's an actual exact rule of proportions for creating successful, high-retention content. You definitely don't want a 100% robotic vibe. Instead, rely on cloned AI voices for about 50 to 60% of your heavy data breakdowns. Then, sprinkle in AI avatars for 25 to 35% of the content just to provide some nice visual variety. But, and this is absolutely crucial, always reserve 10 to 15% of the script for your real, authentic human voice. Deliver those emotional hooks and calls to action yourself, because at the end of the day, that is how you build real trust.
To actually pull this off, you're essentially building a digital assembly line. A hook pilot prompt nails those make-or-break first 10 seconds. Then you feed your messy, raw voice notes into a script writer agent, ensuring the content is firmly based on your real expertise. After that, 11 Labs steps in to generate a crazy realistic clone of your voice, while HeyGen creates dynamic avatars that genuinely look and behave like real people. You completely stop trading your time for money, and you start producing expert-level content at a massive scale.
Finally, Section 5, Profitable AI Business Models. Time to discover some wild new revenue streams.
The whole software-as-a-service paradigm is completely flipped on its head. Traditional SaaS meant begging for venture capital, hiring insanely expensive developer teams, and spending months just building the thing. But today,
Today is all about micro-sauce. You target a tiny, hyper-niche problem, build the solution in a single weekend, and run the whole shebang by yourself. You seriously no longer need to know how to code because AI builders like Base44 let you launch fully functional software using nothing but plain English prompts. It's a total game changer.
But wait, before you build anything, you absolutely must validate it. If you follow this exact three-step validation framework, you're going to ensure you're building something people actually need. First, try to solve your own problem so you truly feel and understand the pain points. Second, talk about it publicly on platforms like X or Reddit. Just see if people actually beg you for access. And third, check Google Trends. You're not looking for a quick viral spike here. You want steady, flat, consistent search interest. Doing this prevents you from wasting weeks building a product in the dark that literally nobody wants.
The big takeaway here is that you really need to target small jobs inside massive industries. Look, ideas don't win, markets do. People will happily compliment your bright idea all day long, but they only tell the truth with their wallets. You want to hunt down high-paying, high-pay problems. Think along the lines of fixing payroll compliance errors or converting messy invoice PDFs into clean Excel sheets. You're looking for spots where the pain of doing the manual work is incredibly high, and a business's willingness to just pay to make it go away is even higher.
Let's put a real number on this to put it into perspective. $2,850. That is the very realistic monthly recurring revenue you could generate if you just guide 150 people through a funnel to pay $19 a month for a simple AI tool that cleanly converts their invoice PDFs into Excel sheets. You don't need millions of users, no way. You just need a small, highly dedicated group of people whose painful problem you are solving perfectly.
But hey, what if you want to get started without spending a single dime? Well, there are some incredible zero-cost hustle models popping up right now. You can use free tools like Claude and Leonardo to build real cash-flowing assets. You could start a YouTube channel generating soothing bedtime stories, or launch a generative engine optimization agency helping local businesses rank on AI search engines. You could even run a completely free print-on-demand store using Canva, or build automated Pinterest affiliate marketing loops. The entry cost for all of this is literally zero.
Just to show you how absurdly powerful this zero-cost approach can be, let's look at that bedtime story model. One creator actually earned $10,000 from YouTube ad revenue on a single 2-hour adult sleep story. Let me repeat that because it's wild. One single video, entirely generated by free AI scripting and voice tools, brought in 5 figures simply because it perfectly served a very specific audience looking to relax. The leverage we have right now is truly unprecedented.
So, you now have the complete playbook to reclaim your time and completely scale your income. The AI infrastructure is here, and those old intimidating barriers to entry, they've completely vanished. The only thing standing between you and a highly profitable microbusiness is execution. The question isn't whether AI will change the landscape, it already has. The real question is, while everyone else is just watching from the sidelines, what one-person empire will you start building today?